spider. Ding, 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 ding.
You two should spend some time apart.
You two should spend some time apart. Heck yeah! Explode!
Steve, with you. You
Are the crystal gems will always save the day. And do
Trans. Transgenders go through a lot. To put a hole in her head and bleeding out. One day, a journal back in 2016, there was a user who went by Emma the Deer. She wasn't known very much, and she posted art in the Powerpuff Girls fandom. Then one day, a journal came out, and the header was a picture of her OC to put a hole in her head and bleeding out. And the journal was saying she's going to commit suicide. And this freaked a lot of people out. And another journal came out saying that Emma was found that passed out with an open head injury, and this scared a lot of people. And this created the Pray for Emma, Save Emma hashtags, and it got a lot of fan art and a lot of attention. Everybody was spreading the word. Everybody was hoping Emma was going to be okay. Even some trolls were hoping Emma was okay. And around that same time, there was a person who went by Hi Kitty who posted a very disgusting picture of her OC then accidentally grinning at Emma's character while they were hanging. And it was pictures make a very pitiful pose. Put two and two together and they realized Emma the D sent me too.
Oh god. That's so sad. Poor Emma.
だし汁。ブリ、いよいよ。みんなも美味しそうだな。でも今日はブリだい。
Is that a mahi mahi? Let me see this.
ごま油。ピンクソルト。
Pink salt.
完成。さて、そしたらこちらのブリ、いよいよ。みんなも美味しそうだな。10切れ。はい、このようにこれは喜ばれる。魚たくさんお盆。あ、ほら。
I've always been an animal lover. Ever since I saw a picture of a dog, I've been like, I want that. I still love it.
I want that. But yeah, you heard. Okay, so the reason why I wasn't subscribed to Jaden Animations was because I subscribed on some other account.
I respect animals, but as a kid, it was pretty intense, not gonna lie. Can we get a dog? Can we get a dog? Can we get a dog? My parents had to sit through years of that until my dad finally couldn't handle it anymore and got me one for my 7th birthday against my mom's will. Before that, they tried everything to make me stop, besides getting me a dog. And by everything, I mean a bunch of fish. Maybe if we shape these fish into a dog, she won't notice. They'd come home with 2 fish from the pet store that would last for about a week, die, and then get replaced. Repeat until dog appears. How many fish must die before I get what I want? Since we got fish from the pet store and not an actual breeder, that was probably a big contributing factor on why they died so quickly. But as a 5-year-old, I also just forgot to feed them a lot, so there's gotta be some fish blood on my hands for that. We went through probably 20 fish in the span of a couple months, but eventually we got these 2 goldfish that didn't die. A true miracle. They were pretty resilient little dudes. One was Goldie, and the other was probably named Fishy. Probably some of the most creatively flawless names I've ever known. But after a while, Goldie turned white, so I renamed it Rainbow because I thought it was cool he could change colors. I learned 13 years later from my marine biology teacher that Goldie/Rainbow was probably diseased, which makes the color change less exciting. We eventually gave them away to my mom's friend and they died. But that's all besides the point. My parents got me an army of fish and a dog I named Scruffy, but that was it. I wasn't able to crack them any further than that. And believe me, I tried. My parents had to become stone-faced, emotionless soldiers to keep my non-stop beseeching for more creatures at bay. After they got me a dog, I was pretty satisfied for about a year and a half until I decided I wanted a mouse. Something about their cute little faces and how they crawl with their cute little feet and their freaking ears made me obsess over having one, and my parents got to hear all about it. I asked my parents for a mouse for years, promising how I'd take care of it and blah blah blah, the whole thing. My mom pretty much hates rodents because she thinks their tails are weird, so there was no budging on that one. She tried to get me to stop by saying, "Alright, you can get a mouse, but we'd have to get rid of Scruffy." Which is obviously a bad bang for your buck. No, what? No way, nuh-uh. I'd never get rid of Scruffy, he's my pal for life. But not gonna lie, after hearing that response over 10 times, I started kinda considering it. I wasn't ever actually gonna do it. I was just getting desperate, alright? When I was 10, I wrote on my Christmas wish list that I wanted a mouse because I thought for some reason I'd foiled their plans and found a loophole. Ha! You can't override the power of the holy Christmas spirit. Christmas morning rolled around and I ran into the living room where all the presents were to not only find no mouse, but a computer mouse. Nice salt in the wound there, Mom. I got my hopes up way too high. My disappointment was immeasurable and my Christmas was ruined. I did get a computer though, so that was cool. After my parents endured 5 years of me asking for a mouse, I read this book series called Maximum Ride, which was about these teenagers who had bird wings and were on the run to not get captured by the scientists who wanted to keep experimenting on them. It was my favorite book series as a kid, and it made me realize who had bird ruined. I did get a computer though, so that was cool. After my parents endured 5 years of me asking for a mouse, I read this book series called Maximum Ride. Which was about these teenagers who had bird wings and were on the run to not get captured by the scientists who wanted to keep experimenting on them. It was my favorite book series as a kid, and it made me really like birds, which resulted in the next animal obsession. I swear to God, if I hear one more mention of a mouse again, I'm gonna— Mom, can we get a yellow-naped Amazon parrot? Yes, I started loving birds back when I was in 6th grade. Everyone say a big thanks to James Patterson for creating this bird-obsessed monster. At the time, I wanted one of the big boy birds. A yellow-naped Amazon parrot, to be exact. I would spend hours just watching all the YouTube videos I could find of them and sending them to my parents like, Look how great they are! You totally want one now, don't you, after watching one play in a box and sing Old MacDonald? This was a whole new type of fixation. I mapped out on the ground where the cage could go with tape, googled where Amazon parrot breeders were near me. I made multiple PowerPoint presentations for my parents on why they should let me get a parrot. It was intense, and the pressure was on. My mom was even like, "So how about that mouse?" But no, Mom, that ship has sailed. Now I want a 15-inch parrot that lives for 80 years. They started telling me, you can get a bird when you move out. And from then on, it was my goal to get out of my parents' house as soon as I could. Obviously, I never got a yellow-naped Amazon parrot, but I never really got out of my bird phase because I've got this that comes right here. I was pretty self-aware that asking for a parrot was a long shot, so even though I still wanted a bird, I dialed back my animal requests, and when I was 14, I started really liking flying squirrels. They were my favorite animal for a while, and that's when I realized people can have them as pets. Sugar gliders. Mom, can we— Sugar glider, add that one to the list. I don't think I actually bothered my parents too much about getting flying squirrels as much as the mouse and parrot, but I know they knew I wanted one. And I knew they were gonna say no. So I guess I just kept that one a bit more internal. During the summer, we would visit my family in Canada, and my cousin Peyton was really obsessed with ferrets at the time. So we would spend literally entire days on the computers together, researching ferrets and flying squirrels, And Amazon parrots, because they were still my #1 obsession, let's not forget. We wrote down general facts we learned in Word documents, planned out how to care for them, added up how much money they cost, including cages, food, bedding, etc., etc. We were the same amount of obsessed. It was a lot of fun, actually. We bonded a lot during those times, and she's still one of my best friends. She also never got a ferret, so sad times there. Peyton also got a rat named Lola, and that made me really want a rat. Which, of course, meant Mom! Lola was so sweet and smart, and I always wanted to play with her. But that's also true with almost anyone's pets. If I come over to your house and you have any type of pet, I will be personally offended if you don't let me play with it for at least 3 hours. So I did have a small point where I was asking if my parents would let me have a rat, and my mom was like, nope, and I'd be all, but what about the time you were gonna let me get a mouse because I was asking for a parrot? And she would say, nope, that ship has sailed. Touché, mother. During 10th grade, I was also starting to really like raccoons. I thought they were sneaky and cool, and I googled if people had them as pets as a random, not serious thought. But surprise, surprise, some people do have raccoon pets. Just kidding, they rip up couches and dig holes in walls, and I'm not that devoted to allow pets. But YouTube started. I'd finally done it. And what a gander he is. Was he worth the wait? No, he's a dumb bird. You're good. You're a good bird. I'm not currently looking to get any more animals right now, even though I really want them. I have Ari, and he's already enough of a handful, so I can't commit to anything else right now. I am gonna get a dog eventually, that's a promise. And I do really like reptiles, so I've done my fair share of research on skinks, but that's only a 30% chance to actually happen. I haven't really grown out of my animal phase. I've just become a mix of that and my parents, still hopelessly entranced by creatures, but also being the one who has to tell myself no because I have other stupid responsibilities. Hopefully when I have kids, they won't be as animal obsessed as I am, because I don't think I have the strength my parents had to be able to say no to any animals they ask for. Thank God my parents were responsible and never got me animals just because I asked for them. Otherwise, I'd be living in a zoo. Now, I know you guys, and this is absolutely gonna trigger a bombardment of tweets to me with pictures of the pets you have, and all I can say to that is, bring it on. It took a while, but
I'm not leaving until every crack in this park is filled!
I don't own the videos, YouTube.
This calls for the ultimate punishment. I'm gonna pull out your dick.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna.
Oh, no, no, no.
Little Tim
Sorry,
Tim
come here.
sleeping so soundly.
Wake up, Tim Man! What if there's a monster?
Scario, come here now.
Okay guys, we have to be careful. Someone here is possessed by an owl. Who? That's the thing, we don't...
Well,
Come here. Hi, baby girl. No, don't eat me. Oh.
Oh, Onion, so young, so innocent. Wackerman Jr. Oh, I can't be seen playing childish games like Wackerman Jr. I better stick to sophisticated games, like regular Wackerman.
It's whacking time. You're gonna get whacked.
I need to pick me up.
I work here every day, and I've never seen
to think today, and sometimes you gotta smart anymore because. And I want to eat fiber cereal. Reverse this!
Better run! They keep wearing that. It's really old. Gems can't die from aging, but he's half human. Can't we?
Guys.
More birthdays, now.
Check it out, B-Day boy. I'm a tiny car. Oh, happens to. Darn it! I can't have it.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. But I can't stand to see you freaking out like this.
What?
Steven, you're changing.
Your age is fluctuating. I think your gem is reacting to your state of mind. Steven! Stop feeling old!
But I wasted your time. We all have such little time.
Steven! You have to feel like yourself. Sweet and considerate and only occasionally obnoxious.
Do you really think I'm all those things?
Yes.
Why else would you throw us all those parties?
Oh my gosh! You're right! I am pretty great.
I don't own any videos.
Definitely amethyst.
I don't own that evil.
Some mornings you have to take a mental health day and say, fuck it, I am going to watch panda videos. I don't want an education, I don't want to go to work, I just want to laugh at some dumbass fucking pandas. I love that pandas are not afraid to take risks. This panda ninja rolls away from the zookeepers and says, eat a dick. If I want to see what's at the bottom of this ditch, that's my right. It's my right as a panda. Now let go of me bloody cankles. And there he goes, screaming freedom like William Wallace. This panda is back. When I copy them, dead. They're definitely not pussies. They know how to fight when the going gets tough. Trying to pander the pandas, but the pandas are saying, don't fucking pander us. And they managed to get his boot off. Crikey, these pandas are like, oh, he did a fucking backflip. This panda should try out for the Chinese Olympic.
Panda, panda, pandas. Pandas, panda, pandas. Did you just sit down? Lay down. Meow. Meow. You're a brat. Why'd you do that? You're bad. Bad. My dog's being a brat. I love you, doggy.
I'm not coming in here for you.
Get out! No, don't come in here if the dog's in here. Don't come in here, period.
Stop!
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Shh. Herbert. Shh. Libra, come on. Come on. No!
No, she can't be in your room.
She can, you dummy.
Well, Sakaya, come here. You want a treat? Come on, dear baby. You want a treat? Sakaya, you want a treat?
Go away.
I'm giving the dog...
Herbert, go!
I'm giving the dog something.
She don't need any freaking thing.
that she's not moving? Because she doesn't.
I'm doing this. I'm barely even holding her. She's laying down with me, you dummy. Like. Here's your bubbles. He's annoying, isn't he? He really. Herbert, quit touching my iPad! Then why the frick is speed run on my freaking thing? Because I didn't play it.
You did play it.
No, I did not. Mom! Freaking tell your son to stop being annoying. Like, he always touching my stuff 24/7. My iPad. He always touching stuff.
Why are you using your hand?
Because I
Did you
can't.
do the taco?
No.
Or you want chicken?
No. I don't think I want chicken. But I know I want the fries.
She got water for you. Alright, put the trash can back. Marcia brought this over. I don't eat pieces. Do you like pieces?
No.
What is she saying?
He touching my freaking stuff.
What is that playing? Like, why? What song? You're coming here to eat. I didn't ask you to do all that.
Now go back upstairs.
You better eat before you go to practice. No, now, not right before you go. Give it time to settle so you don't puke or shit yourself. Pick up my purse! No, there's two other seats. But it's here for a reason. You could have moved it to another seat. Go turn that shit off. I'm just like, no, not in the fucking mood. Like, calm it.
That is impossible.
Recipe check me.
I'm gonna get a taco. Where's the taco bread?
Mom, the extension's still not coming yet.
It was on for 24 hours, Tyrese. That was it. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I get paid today. I will pay it tomorrow. Someone killed this fucking fly, yo. I swear to God.
Be here. Do your job. Go kill the fly. I'm blind. I can't see it.
Obviously.
Nope. Not the fly. Talk about the tortilla bread.
It's underneath the fucking roll. Right here.
Never saw it.
Okay, open it.
No, it's. Wait.
Open it. Take it down. And open it.
There's already an open one.
No, there's not.
Very buttery on the inside.
What?
And the chicken. It's like made with butter. Like there's butter and chicken inside of the chicken. That's what they just came off.
Okay, you gonna eat it?
Yeah.
Don't think about it. What? Where's the cheese, babe? Get your cheese.
So much butter. Tastes nasty. I mean, not nasty, weird.
Babe, get the cheese.
Where's the cheese now?
In the refrigerator. Ew, and he didn't fucking drain the grease.
Unless you want to play 200 dollars, go ahead. Warm it up.
Mashed potatoes or fries?
Biscuit.
Alright, get a biscuit.
You want a biscuit?
By your skin. No, pull it.
Oh. Very crispy.
Ow.
Turn it down.
Please turn that down.
Why is the tea in the fucking living room?
I don't know. Ask someone who like carries bottles everywhere. Can you turn that down, please?
No.
Yeah. Please, can you turn it down a smidge?
I did already.
How am I supposed to freaking focus, dude? I want to win. I'm going to win. But you over here playing some music, I won't win. I won't win. No, I'm thinking.
Can I get lemon tea?
This one's lemonade. I said I'll just get some. Okay, so it started falling apart, and I'm like, oh.
How did I end up with the same exact cup that I used last time I had the lemon tea?
Put this side here and use that side.
Thank you, mother.
Keep it on the other side so it doesn't unravel.
No, then I won't be able to hear.
No, I said you, shush. The clutchies! The clutchies!
What, scrunchies?
No, I said the clutchies.
Oh, well, me want to
I already have 1.0 scrunchies. My friend has hydro flask.
Disco boy.
They're not. You don't have a hydro flask or scrunchies. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. What wrong with you, freaking fathead? Great. Herbert. Stop it. Stop. I'm trying to talk down and have this. I'm trying to play it. Sit down.
I feel stupid. I am stupid.
Stop eating so loud. Okay.
Here's a good Halloween trick. Buy a bunch of Reese's. There you go. Turn off all the lights.
Start.
Little scrunchy face. Wait, there's a cardio scrunchy? Oh, Gabriel, you got a scrunchy face. Does that mean you're a scrunchy?
No.
Give me your scrunchy face.
She's a nugget.
She's a scrunchy nugget?
No, she's a squishy butt. Push your butt. Push your butt. Look at that butt. Look at the mama butt. Shut your face, please. I'm not gonna say it again.
If Lay's made avocados. Me on the first day of school introducing myself to people. Me on the second day of school after being rejected by everybody. Ex-con skips job interview. Takes shirt off his back to save car crash victim. Imagine rescuing someone from a car crash, risking your own life and then being called an ex-con. His name is Aaron Tucker. He's 5 years old and said a curse word one day in response to not getting his way. I got eye level with him and told him we don't use words like that in our house. This child looked me dead in my eyes and said, "This is an apartment, not a house. Brah." Suspected drunk driver hits an ATC EMS ambulance that responded to a suspected drunk driver that hit Austin police vehicles that pulled over a suspected drunk driver. Yeah, you read that right. Pulling up to drive-through window, girl starts to read back my order and stops herself. "You're Tony Hawk." Me, yes. Can I tell everyone? Me, I suppose. Yeah, we got Tony Hawk at the window. Voice from the kitchen. Who? Happy anniversary to my lovely daughter Tori and her husband Frank, who remind me of another couple. Love you both. Every time the cashier says, "Do you want your milk in a bag?" I say, "No, you can leave it in the jug." And honestly, no one ever laughs.
Now.
I was spitting sunflower seeds out the window on the way home, but I guess they found their way back in the car. Left my car for maybe 15 minutes in front of the dorms and I come back to this. College man. Saw Kit Kat in your cup holder. I love Kit Kat. So I checked your door and it was unlocked. Did not take anything other than the Kit Kat. I'm sorry and hungry. Y'all wanna talk about ghosting? Let's talk about jobs you apply for and never get denied or accepted. How do you think you did? On what? The final bro. It's tomorrow. It was today at 10:50. May 8th, 10:50. Diego. I waved to a man because I thought he waved at me. Apparently he waved to another woman. So to get out of the awkward situation I kept my hand up, and a taxi pulled over and drove me to the airport. I'm now in Poland starting a new life. Author asks why his book called No More Plastic was wrapped in plastic. My cousin mad because he just found out his wife is on Tinder, but he only saw her profile because he was on Tinder being sheesty too. So now he can't bring it up and is just pissed internally every day. Knock knock. Who's there? You can file because he was on Tinder being sheesty too. So now he can't bring it up and is just pissed internally every day. Knock knock. Who's there? You can no longer who? You can no longer send direct messages to this person. Paid 5.994 in-flight Wi-Fi to tell you this guy just broke up with his girlfriend on the plane and she's sobbing. Being an adult just means you don't get rewarded anymore when you eat all your food. My nephew ate 2 chicken fingers and got rewarded with ice cream. I ate 5 and my mom said, I thought you were on a diet. Woman orders iPhone 7 online. Gets an iPhone 3, iPhone 4, and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusion card in the mail instead.
I mean, Fortnite.
At work yesterday a girl wrote you're a slut, don't smile at people's map, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusion card in the mail instead.
Mario Kart.
At work yesterday a girl wrote you're a slut, don't smile at people's mams on the check because I smiled while introducing myself to the whole table because I'm a server and it's my job. This lady has her dog in the front seat and husband in the back. Welcome to college, where every single person is smarter than you, except for the 3 people in your group project. Why is it that your clothes only get caught on the door handle when you're in a bad mood? I matched with my professor right after our final. This is what he messaged me. I'll take this slightly awkward opportunity to tell you your final grade. B. My ex broke up with me because our signs weren't compatible. She's a Scorpio, I'm a Gemini. And I was speechless because I know nothing about zodiacs. To think people actually believe that some stars in space determine their character. I also cheated, but it's mainly the sign stuff. Sweat flower at the counter, and didn't know she was behind me. Played basketball against a guy with AirPods and an Apple Watch on. He answered a phone call mid-game and hit a 3 in my face while talking about the girl he was with the night before. I never felt so humiliated in my entire life. Someone broke into my car last night. Nothing was stolen, but they chewed all my gum and put it back in the container. This is a hate crime. Please, master, have some mercy. You are ruining my life. I know my daughter looks exactly like me with a wig. You can stop sending me this shit. UK installs knife surrender bin to curb knife crime. Criminals stole all the...
Guys, check. You wanna play a little game?
His body dropped down to the floor. He had cigarettes in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him it's too late, my friend, it's time to say goodbye. And he died inside my own. Blood all on my shirt.
That's life. I actually think my grandma once gave me duck when I was like 3, and I said, Grandma, frankly, this tastes like shit. My grandma said, wash your mouth. I took my backhand. That was the last time Grandma questioned me.
This is a self-starter for a self-starter. The all-new Nissan Versa, the most tech-advanced car in its class. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility.
Alright, so we're checking out the ski, and as you again, it'll be probably not going to happen. I have ocean with birth to their offspringers. Seeing that's not that grass, you back. Formed fish have already begun to grow. I told you in the beginning, some of them might look like depressed sperms. Okay, this is actually really creepy because either this thing is swimming upside down or its eyes are on its chin. Oh, never mind. It just lost the will to live. I have a feeling that's going to be happening a lot in this game. If you want to have children, you have to do it inside of the U. This is supposed to be a breeding ground, but it just looks like toxic waste. What the hell? Over here. you can click on the different creatures and see how screwed up totally different. But as time goes on, they learn how to swim, and they evolve. As you can see here, this floating ball sack is doing quite well at raising...
It died.
Every time I start to give credit to one of these creatures, it immediately dies. So... here is the floating ball sack syrupy cousin. It kind of looks like a windstocking. That's effectively what it is. We have
I don't own the videos, YouTube. Poor baby. Poor baby.
Cut down here into the meat. Looks pretty terrible. All onto the meat like that. Cut down here into the meat. Looks pretty terrible. All the underside of her neck's cut up. The top of her neck is, it's pretty sore and scabbed up as well, but it's not down to the meat like that. We're going to anesthetize her so we can get kind of a better look and figure out what the damage is and kind of decide if we want to operate and close that, or if we're just going to let wound pretty nasty. What's just the upper layer of that and close it, definitely along these edges there. That will probably go away once this kind of heals up. We're just going to rough all this up and then pinch it together, put a couple layers of suture in there to healthy tissue. This tissue is all a lot better. Up here, side, and then I'm so apart. Looks like flushing it. There's a little opening down here. We've been flushing that daily. She's comfortable and she's going home. Since we first here, ready to eat, it just takes production.
When they say flushing, they're like cutting it again, so you know. That's a spider bunny.
Check this out.
It's $1 coffee at Wawa. Try any size for $1. Available for a limited time.
I already shoved this in something. What's it called? Giggles flipper clip? What? Oh crap. I like this one. Look at the
There were thieves who rob us blind, kings who kill us fine, steady. The rights and the wrongs bathe us in innocent song. I'm not ready.
I love this.
I'm not ready.
The mother's probably like, who are you?
For the weight of us. For the weight of us. For the weight of us.
Oh, no, baby. Look at you, baby. Oh, I know who that is. Oh, that's Fireheart. That's I forgot. That's Fireheart, and that's Cloud, and that's Blue Star. Oh,
There's a cold heart.
Firestar and Tiger Claw.
Warm blood.
I think. got big mad.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Oh, I know what happens now. I realize what they are. Oh no. The one on the left is okay. So they both got attacked by dogs, I think, and then the one on the right died, Swift Paw, and then the poor little bean, the one on the left, her eyes was like almost tore out. Like her face is ruined. Leopard. Cloudtail or whoever needs to start. Yeah, exactly what I thought.
Has come. Let us be brave. Let us be brave.
First try.
Let us be brave.
Oh, yep, I knew it. Psycho Yadas.
Let
No.
us
Oh, no, no, no. He's dead. She survives, though. But she's just very, very hurt. Oh, poor babies. The
In
poor
Too Late
babies.
Place, the
I'm
misinterpreted
gonna
idea of what a
cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Literally, this is me.
You look like welcome to Dope or Nope. You look like somebody shot you with. The entire video is about hate comments about my beard. I love the This hit me close. So here's what I did. I found this online, and now I'm beautiful, and I feel complete. You look like somebody first came up with crying. I really get it to me. Feel for him right now. Doesn't smell. I'm a cook now. He's already on one. I'm giving this man a point. So here's the deal. This isn't offensive. You look like a lunatic. That's a man bun, and that's my reason for buying it while crying. It's just.
Aww. I don't own the videos, YouTube. Just another reminder because I can't breathe. Also. Sorry, I went to go eat some food. Also, y'all see how I fell. So I'm gonna be my blind fluff. Skip. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Sharpie see? Alright, let's see. Yes. You get a little freckles. Mew mew mew. Look at the broad neck. Ew, look at the tail, it's made out of heads. Ew, look at my tail, it's made out of heads and hair. Ew. Ringo. come on. So, people are in Wind Clan. What's this kid? Laying down. Alright, time to do this. Everybody be quiet, I'm trying to focus. Child! Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. There's so many specs. Every server there's at least one spec in it. Wonder if I'm gonna use this cat. Meow. Is there a leader? Where's the leader? Star, star, star. Star, 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 star. Star, star. Viz, is that you? Lily Storm!